Welcome to the High School Sports Extra presented by Don Marshall Auto. He's Brian Milan. I'm Dan Reefer. And the football state championships in Bowling Green kicked off last night, resumed tomorrow with Lafayette's first state semifinals appearance in 30 years.
And in those 30 years, the state championship is Kentucky's largest classification, has been won by either Mayo, St. X, or Trinity in all but 4 of the 30 years. Scott County did it just a couple of years ago in 2013.
Will Lafayette be the next non-Louisville school to break through? The General's explosive offense faces the state's stingiest defense. The Mayo Bulldogs have held opponents to an average of 5.6 points per game this season.
It's going to be fun. I think we match up pretty well. They have tremendous speed, tremendous athletes, and we're not too bad ourselves over here. And I think it's going to be a fun game. It reminds me of the first round of playoffs 4 years ago when we played them, when they came here and they beat us. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Now, following Lafayette and Mayo Saturday night, a rematch between defending Class 5A champs Pulaski County and Bowling Green, which beat the Maroons to claim the state title in 2013. That was Pulaski County's first ever trip to the state finals, and the Maroons did not have the experience that they have now.
The simplest way for us to understand that is to look at the Highlands game and look at how our team played from about 8 or 9 minutes to go in the third quarter through the rest of the game. And we need to play an entire football game like that quarter and a half, because the mistakes we made early in that game put us in a deep hole, and I'm afraid if we do that against Bowling Green, we're not going to be able to get out of that hole. So we've got to play mistake-free and put a full game together like that quarter and a half was last week.
I love John Hines. Sunday, Lexington Catholic will battle Belfry, which is playing in its 6th straight state championship and going for a three-peat. In winning 4 state titles overall, the Pirates have passed for a grand total of 14 yards. 14 yards. So it's no secret what LexCath has to do to win.
The good thing is defensively, the last few weeks we've been playing very well. I think this back half of the season, you know, it's been our biggest improvement area is on the defensive side.
Well, the defense has improved greatly over this season. They've saved us in many games, and at the end of the day, they're the heart of our team, and defense wins championships, and they've stepped up to save us when we've failed to score, failed to get good field position, and they've been the ultimate game savers in those situations, and they've improved with the run game and the pass game.
The most well-spoken young man in high school sports in the state.
He is the king of the interview team. That's just how it is. Now, I'm heading to Bowling Green tomorrow, so you can tune in to Fox 56 for state championship coverage all weekend. Now, let's talk about that ball that doesn't bounce so funny. It's called a basketball. The high school season tipping off this week. Lafayette opened with a win against Lincoln County.
Yes, and General's big man Ross Jenkins had 21 points and 14 boards in his season debut. Tonight, Lafayette meeting Madison Central in Richmond. Let's get to the highlights brought to you by Mr. Electric.
What's wrong with you, man?
It was an electric night in Richmond, the court being named in honor of Coach Allen Feldhaus Jr. Well deserved. Look at the plaque. Love that thing. That's awesome.
Look at Brandon Fritz.
That's awesome.
TV time.
Well, the aforementioned Jenkins, Ross Jenkins, in the lane. You heard the whistle. That means he's going to the line, too. Then the Indians spinning and finishing in the lane. Oh, the little dipsy-do. And then more from Central. John Williams getting into the passing lane. Steal. Looks like he's going to dunk. No, just laying. But it's Lafayette spoiling Allen Feldhaus Jr. court dedication night with the 72-56 win.
Henry Clay taking on Tate's Creek in the first half. The Creek's Eric Boone be well beyond the three-point line. That's a 25-footer, nothing but net. Here come the Blue Devils. Isaiah Tisdale misses underneath, but Jordan Jones will be there for the putback basket. Henry Clay up by a dozen. More from the Blue Devils in transition. Paul Price, and David, the price is right on that rainbow three. He had 26. Henry Clay in a rout, 84-52.
Scott County hosting Pendleton County. We pick it up late, fourth quarter. Scott County adding to a 17-point lead. Bryce Long with the rebound and the putback. And then the Wildcats, Tanner Daughtry. Or Daughtry, whatever. Daughtry. Not sure. The dish to Billy Kirby for the basket. Billy Hicks bunch beats Pendleton. 78-66.
East Jessamine visiting Anderson County over in Lawrenceburg. First quarter action, Jags Nathan Harper will find Nick Herod, lays it in. The Bearcats will answer, swinging the basketball around to Kobe Penny. Oh, man, wide open. You got to play a little defense on that three. Bearcats beat the Jags tonight 63-51.
Penny. Tyra, you left your toothbrush at my house. Garrett County welcoming Frankfort to the Lions. Then good to see the big fellow back from Frankfort. Anthony Robinson inside. He was injured all season for football. And then Deshaun Newton. He played quarterback in Robinson's absence for the football team. He knocks in the three. 30-21 Panthers. Other side, Slade Crutchfield. He played quarterback for Garrett County this season. Hits the jumper. Frankfort gets the road win, 55-39.
I'm a big Slade Crutchfield fan. Leaving Lancaster, we head to Stanford, Rockcastle County, Lincoln County. First quarter, Lincoln's Wade Good is pretty darn good. Season opening, drives down the lane, lays it in for the basket. Lincoln's Noah Young going to come off the screen. He's got a foot inside the stripe, nails the long two. Patriots up 5-2. At the other end, Rock's Carson Noble. He's behind the arc. We'll give him 3 for that. It's a rule. Patriots win it tonight, 61-45.
Now for the girls, and Henry Clay coming off a 27-4 season that ended with a 2-point loss to Franklin County in the 11th Region Championship game last March.
Yeah, it was a heck of a ball game. The Lady Blue Devils returned several key players from that region runner-up squad and tipping off their season tonight. Henry Clay's road back to the region, beginning with Lexington Catholic. Ashley Freemas puts the Knights into the highlights and on the scoreboard with the early lead. She had 9. Henry Clay decides to go inside. Talia Livers had 3 assists, 1 to Jordan Jackson. She goes off glass for 2. And I mentioned Livers, just a dynamite player. She goes from one side of the court right down the lane and hits the runner. Henry Clay, she had 13.7 steals, 46-30, Henry Clay. Just around the corner at LCA, the Lady Eagles entertaining Sheldon Clark. Battle of the Birds. Sheldon Clark's Hope Lafferty had a heck of a game. She had 17 midway through the first half. Picks up the loose ball and scores. LCA trying to stay in it. Grace Combs will let it fly from downtown, and she hits the bottom of the bucket. Lady Eagles kept it close. They fall, however, 58-52.
To Paris, Lady Hounds hosting Clark County.
Drums.
'Tis the season for a little drummer boy. Third period, errant inbounds pass. Lady Cards, Sydney Anderson off and running. Great bounce pass to Jasmine Flowers. GRC up big. And then Mackenzie Cooper feeds the big. Elizabeth Hardiman gets the roll, and Clark County rolls tonight. Lady Cards take it 67-24. Bourbon County at home tonight as well, taking on Campbell County. Lady Colonels, nice look from midcourt by Natavia Griggs to Shanity Mockle for the easy 2. First period winding down. Another long look ahead. This time Campbell County's Kylie Kramer to Alexis Keaton for the way in, just ahead of the horn. 21-8 Camels at that point. Don't have a final there, but 21-8 after the first period. I mean, I'm going to say that they probably won. Let me check to see. Yeah, 63-34 Campbell County. My man John Hodge, the football coach over there in Bourbon County, coming through in the clutch.